Hey there, it's CJ Willie, and today I have a review video. As you know, I just finished cracking a 1987 Sportflics baseball hobby box. I was excited to crack these packs for two reasons. First, I had never cracked open a box of Sportflics before. And then second, I thought the lenticular action design was awesome. It was really cool to take the card, rotate it back and forth, and check out the action coming to life on a card. There are 36 packs in the hobby box. Each pack had 3 cards plus 2 team logo trivia cards. After cracking the box, I would end up with 108 cards and 72 team logo trivia cards. There are 200 cards in the set featuring 165 individual player cards, 20 of the really cool TriStar cards that feature the top 3 players in each league at each position, and 15 miscellaneous multiplayer cards that typically feature photos of 6 different players. Without duplicates, the best I could do was roughly completing half of the 200 card set. I could hope for the same result with 136 card team logo trivia cards and complete about half of that set as well. How did I do? It's time for my pack cracking analysis. After cracking the entire box, there were actually 109 total cards because Sportflics did a really cool promotional theme where they would take a card out of the set. In this instance, it was Cecil Cooper, and they would glue it onto the box. So you can see the glue residue with it being stuck to the box. So I got 109 cards out of the pack instead of 108. I ended up with 20 duplicates. With 89 different cards cracked from the packs, I ended up with an 81% non-duplication rate. Getting 89 cards out of the 200 cards in the set, I was able to complete 44% of the set. And reviewing the cards that I pulled from the set, I didn't pull any cards between the following numbers: 1 and 19, 56 and 70, 97 and 110, and 188 to 200. I pulled 69 different team logo trivia cards with only 3 duplicates. I ended up with a 95% non-duplication rate, and getting 69 out of 136 cards in the team logo trivia card set, I was able to complete 51% of the set. Some of the highlights from the box. Notable Hall of Famers: Mike Schmidt, Tim Raines, Reggie Jackson, Gary Carter, Paul Molitor, Nolan Ryan, Andre Dawson, Carlton Fisk, Ozzie Smith, Phil Niekro. Notable stars that weren't Hall of Famers that I was able to pull out of the box: Darryl Strawberry, Pete Rose, Dave Parker, who I think should be a Hall of Famer, Steve Garvey, who probably should be a Hall of Famer, second year Jose Canseco, that's a pretty cool card, a Will Clark rookie, Dwight Evans, who I think should be a Hall of Famer, Kevin Mitchell, Joe Carter, and a second year Ozzie Guillen. I pulled 2 error cards of Corey Snyder, which feature a photo of Pat Tabler on the front and Pat Tabler on the back. 2 cards of Dennis Rasmussen that feature John Montefusco on the back. But what was really weird was I pulled 2 cards of Jesse Orosco, which is the corrected version with his card number 76, but I didn't get the error card number 96. That is unusual, but if I remember correctly, Sportflics did 3 different printing cycles for the 1987 set. So that could account for pulling both error cards and corrected versions. My guess is that I pulled cards from the second printing cycle, which is why I got the errors of Corey Snyder and Dennis Rasmussen, and the Roscoe error actually showed up in the final printing cycle. His correct version was printed in the first and second printing cycle, and then his error card was in the final printing cycle. A couple of negatives in cracking open the box. First, there were a lot of Hall of Famers and stars that I didn't pull. Not getting any of the cards numbered 1 through 19 was no bueno. There were a ton of Hall of Famers and stars in the first 19 cards of the set. Hall of Famers and stars that I didn't pull included Wade Boggs, Ricky Henderson, George Brett, Ryan Sandberg, Cal Ripken, Tony Gwynn, Dave Winfield, Don Mattingly, Dale Murphy, and Roger Clemens. And I missed out on 3 really cool rookies, Bo Jackson, which I was really hoping to pull, Wally Joyner, and Rafael Palmeiro. Palmeiro was a little bit different because he was on one of the multiplayer prospect cards. The number of duplicates was way too high, although I didn't mind pulling Darryl Strawberry and Pete Rose and Mike Schmidt. I was pretty bummed that there were so many duplicates. I noticed toward the end of the box that almost every pack had at least 1 duplicate. 20 out of the 36 packs had 1 duplicate, or basically 55% of the packs had a duplicate. And watching other Sportflics baseball box breaks, I've noticed a very similar duplication trend. I think I'll be pretty choosy if I happen to crack another Sportflics baseball box. I'll probably only pick up a box if it is very cheap, maybe $10 and under. If I'm patient, I'm sure I can find another box to crack. Even with a couple of drawbacks, it was still really fun to crack open. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please subscribe and share. Until next time when I'm back to crack another box of baseball cards.